Welcome back to Healthy with Nicole. I'm Nicole Carter, and I healed myself from ulcerative colitis more than 7 years ago, and hoping to help you do the same and have good digestion all the time. So in this video, I want to talk about a really popular trend. It's been going on for quite a while that a lot of practitioners are using, which is fish oil. And I have a lot of people that come to me after they've gone to a number of different types of clinicians. And of course, they're surprised when I say I wouldn't take that stuff if you paid me. It's a very, I think, misunderstood supplement. And so I want to start with the history of fish oil. So fish oil came from basically as a waste product. They used to have a problem with the fish oil being dumped into, I guess, harbors where they were processing fish that they had caught. And so they had to do something with this fish oil. So they first started using it as a varnish. And so you could use it on, wood. And then at some point, I'm not sure exactly when, it was transferred over and became a health product. And there's been a lot of research around it because there's many millions of dollars that go into this industry and a lot of sales made from it. So of course, people want to try to prove their product works, and there's where the research comes from. So first of all, I want to make sure that I give you some sense of where I'm coming from, and I have read lots of the research, and yes, it does say it's helpful for inflammation. But my belief is that it's in the short term. And there's a book that I highly recommend if you're taking fish oil, considering taking fish oil, that you first read this book called Fishy Business. You can get it on Amazon. It's a quick read and easy to read. But it really describes and explains with citations the history of where fish oil came from, and also the byproducts that it breaks down to when you digest it, which is very toxic, and why it helps you only in the short term, but in the long term causes many more problems. So I have not seen anybody need fish oil to get better. I didn't use fish oil. I did eat some fish, but I don't really eat much fish anymore, and I definitely don't eat salmon. But let me explain a little bit further here. So a lot of people are prescribed these fish oil supplements, and I hate to say it, but I think that the naturopaths that I'm aware of oftentimes are recommending lots of supplements. So if you go see a naturopath, there's a good chance you're going to walk out with an armload of products and supplements to take. And I'm really not big on supplements because I don't think that we should be taking that many artificial man-made supplements, maybe a few, but anyway, that's for another video. But for today, I want to stay focused on the fish oil. And so yes, you might see an improvement in the short term, but there are other things that can help you with inflammation that are safer. Fish oil is an omega-3 fatty acids, and omega-3 falls under the polyunsaturated fats. And if you've done any reading of Dr. Pete's work, Dr. Raymond Pete has done extensive work around PUFAs, polyunsaturated fatty acids, and how detrimental they are to the body and actually cause more inflammation down the road and cause other problems, especially with the thyroid. And so when people are taking these fish oils, maybe they'll see an improvement in the short term a little bit, but in the long term, they're going to have to deal with these polyunsaturated fats being kind of stuck in the body. So what happens is we consume these fats and they oxidize in our body because we are not a cold water fish. We are a warm-blooded animal. Cold-blooded fish live in a cold environment. We do not. And so that oil that would be somewhat like refrigerated in a cold animal is now heated in our body. And exposed to oxygen and air and all that. So it oxidizes very quickly. And you may know this if you've ever taken a fish oil supplement, that if you burp it up, it's actually really disgusting. So people burp up fish oil, and it's because they can't digest it, and it's causing all this problem in their digestive tract as they, are irritated by the rancid oils. But if it's not rancid, you might find it's okay, and you might even see some improvement in the short term. But in the long term, and this could be, months to years, you will see things happening to your thyroid. You could see this oil that is rancid. It's called lipofuscin. It can be deposited into pretty much any area of your body, your cells, your brain. And that itself is suspected of many diseases. And one that I want to call out is the thyroid, because omega-3 fatty acids can slow thyroid function. And we already have an epidemic of hypothyroidism with people. There's Hashimoto's is so prevalent in most women these days, which I think could be a combination of different foods. But important to know that if you have low functioning thyroid, you will have low functioning digestion. And so I'm more concerned about the thyroid function than anything else, but there's also concerns about it linking to brain function like Alzheimer's. And in this book, the book called Fishy Business, it has a lot more detail on why the chemicals that it breaks down to, why in the long term it's causing problems. And there's plenty of research to support this. However, you actually have to really dig for it. And I did this myself, and it's hard to find. And my guess is because there's industries making a lot of money off of fatty acids supplements that don't want you to know about that. Also, people are consuming a lot of fish and fish oils because they're told that it's healthy for them because of the omega-3s and DHA. I don't know that it actually is healthy. I know plenty of people that don't touch fish because of allergies or veganism or whatever the case may be, and are very healthy and don't have problems in the long run either. So I question this in all supplements, and I think for your safety, you should too. If you think that you should take it, I highly recommend get the book, Fishy Business. It's on Amazon. It's a short, easy read, and it will help you to understand why fish oil is not a supplement to help you with your ulcerative colitis or any inflammatory bowel disease or digestion or anything else for that matter for your body. Just don't do it. If you want to eat whole fish, that's another thing. I think that's probably a lot safer. I still don't do it for a number of reasons, mostly around the fish oil part. Yeah, if you're gonna go that route, definitely do your research first. I highly advise against it, but of course, it's your body, so you get to make the choice on what you want to do and what's best for you. All right, I'd like to hear your comments about fish oil and any experience that you have, so put them down below. I know it's probably going to be a touchy subject for a lot of people because many people swear by it, but anyway, leave your comments below and I'll see you in the next video.